Hi, today's video is Liar Liar by James Patterson and Candace Fox. The synopsis reads, Detective Harriet Blue is clear about two things. Regan Banks deserves to die and she'll be the one to pull the trigger. But Regan, the vicious serial killer responsible for destroying her brother's life, has gone to ground. Suddenly, her phone rings. It's him, Regan. Catch me if you can, he tells her. Harriet needs to find this killing machine fast, even if the cost is her own life. So she follows him down the Australian south coast with only one thing on her mind. Revenge is coming, and her name is Harriet Blue. Lee Child leaves a comment on this book as well. It reads, no one gets this big without amazing natural storytelling talent, which is what Jim has in spades, by Lee Child. Something was not right. Dr. Samantha Parrish noticed an odour as she pulled the door of her Prius closed. An earthy, almost metallic smell, the distinct reek of male sweat. As soon as the lock clicked, she knew one corner of her world was out of place. When he spoke from the back seat, a part of her wasn't even surprised. Try to stay calm, he said. But his deep, soothing tone made staying calm impossible. His self-assurance told her he was speaking from experience. This was the moment his victim usually panicked. Dr. Parrish's first impulse was to push open the door and roll out of the vehicle. The quickly darkening parking lot was full of cars where other mothers waited. Teenage girls in black leotards and matching pink silk bags hanging from thin shoulders were filing between the vehicles from the door of the nearby hall. When Samantha tried to move, she found her body was frozen. Don't make a sound, the man said. Put your hands on the wheel, eyes straight ahead. Her shaking hands moved to the steering wheel, gripped hard. She smelled blood, rain or stagnant water, something almost swampy. She chanced to look in the rearview mirror. He was silhouetted against the sun setting beyond the nearby park. Shaved head, tall, broad, powerful shoulders. What do you want? Her voice was far smaller than she had intended. A click, the sound of a gun. Dr. Parrish felt tears sliding down her cheeks. Please, just take the car. He said nothing. What are you waiting for, she wondered. Then it hit her, hard in the chest, like a punch. She'd forgotten all about Isabel. She turned, her mouth twisted in a silent howl just as her 11-year-old daughter opened the passenger side door. No. Dr. Parrish could hardly form the words. Isabel, run. The child didn't even look at her mother. She was wearing those little white headphones, cut off from the world around her. She flopped into the car and pulled the door shut behind her with a whomp, locking her inside their nightmare. The next section I'd like to read involves Harriet's boss, Pops. He's actually Chief Superintendent Morris. There were no words. Pop eased the air from his lungs. I'll need this office as an operations centre for the Banks case, Woods continued. You can start working on that after we brief the crew about the command change. Deputy Commissioner Woods, Pop said finally, this is my investigation. You can't take it over without approval from... All the approvals have been given, Morris. Woods patted the smaller man on the shoulder, the gesture stiff and devoid of warmth. You've done your best, I'm sure. But this, he waved at the corkboard, this isn't just a mess. It's a fucking catastrophe. It has to be taken in hand immediately by someone with suitable experience. Pop's eyes widened. Joe, nothing like this has ever. You've got a vicious killer on the loose. Woods leaned on the edge of the desk. 8 dead. A rogue policewoman running amok, refusing to come in. Another rogue officer in a coma. Am I missing anyone? Detective Barnes is out of his coma, Pop said, and he never. Don't try to defend him, Morris. Tox Barnes is a lunatic, always has been. He wanted to play with Regan a bit before handing him in. Be a hero. He almost became a casualty. Well, that's not how we do things in this job. We don't take matters into our own hands, no matter how good it feels. I'm here to make sure that blue woman doesn't do the same as Barnes and add herself to the already numerous body count. The two men glared at each other. Morris and Woods had been at the academy together, more than 30 years earlier. It was precisely these interactions that had got Woods to the rank of Deputy Commissioner, while Morris remained a Chief Superintendent. Woods railroaded people. When he spoke, when he acted, when he went for promotions. He was a tall, thick-bodied, battering ram of a man, charging in and taking over when he decided good publicity might be available. Pops felt a pain in his chest, scratched at the anxiety creeping up his insides. Detective Blue is refusing to come in, Woods said. To me, that's not only professionally unacceptable, but it's deeply suspicious. She's not in league with Banks. Then why won't she come in? Morris didn't answer. Because she wants to kill him, Woods said. If she's not in league with him, she must be hunting him. That's premeditated murder. It's just as critical for us to bring her in to save Banks's life as it is to investigate her involvement in his past crimes. We don't condone vigilantism, Morris. I want her found and arrested. That's a big mistake, Morris said. He shook his head. You cannot approach her with force. She will kick asses, Joe. I'm telling you, if you try to bully her, you'd better prepare to clean up the mess. I've been trying to establish contact so I can lure her in. I had 2 officers early this morning who found her, and they were supposed to call me. Instead, they went in, and they're lucky they didn't get hurt. All the more reason to get her into custody. No, Morris said. I won't support an arrest warrant without a criminal charge. He shrugged stiffly. And you have nothing to charge her with. She was not in league with her brother. She's not in league with Banks. Right now, she's an official missing person, and we have concerns for her welfare. End of story. This is not your decision, Woods said. There has been a change of command. It's out of your hands. Pops grimaced, turned away. I'll offer a reward, he said suddenly. Woods gave him a quizzical frown. I have 100 grand in my personal savings account, Pops went on. You continue to play her to the media as a missing person, as a good cop we have grave concerns for, and I'll offer the money as a reward for her whereabouts. This is ridiculous. I guarantee you'll find her faster that way. If the public thinks she's dangerous, they'll run from her. If they think she's one of us, and better yet, their ticket to a fat pile of cash, they'll be drawn to her. You'll get more hits with a reward. Woods looked down at the man beside him. I'll hand over the investigation to you, no questions asked. Pops put his hands up in surrender. But I'm asking you now not to put out a warrant on Harry. Don't do that to her. She doesn't deserve it. Woods snorted, unconvinced. When we get her in, we'll see what she deserves. Woods is a publicity hound. He's always after the big story so that he can get the credit, whereas Pops just cares for Harry. All right, the next section I'd like to read to you, and it's the last section, is about a phone call that Whit receives. Whit is Harry's partner. Detective Edward Whittaker. Whit, Harry said, we need to talk. She sounded desperate, on edge. He stood, exhilaration bolting through him. Harry! He couldn't help it. He'd not heard from his partner since she disappeared from the airport. Varda stood with him, her face tense. "Harry, where are you? Are you okay? Tell me where you are. I'll come get you." "I'm in communication with Regan," she said, ignoring his pleas. Whit's mouth became dry. "What?" "He started calling me," Harry said. "He was behind the shooting at the station. He went to steal your records, we know. He has everything on me, and he says things are about to get personal." She paused, trying to catch her breath. "We have to think about what that means. He's got information on all my former partners, you, Pops, everyone there is at risk. I think he's going to try to come after someone I love. You better warn my mother, I guess." "Why is he doing this?" Whit asked. "What's the connection between him and Sam?" "I don't know." Whit could almost hear the fury rising in her voice. "He's doing this because he's got spiders crawling around in his shriveled little black brain. Whatever the reason, he chose Sam. Sam's gone now. He's shifted his focus to me. You've got to be careful, Whit." "I will. He knows where you live. He knows everything." "Harry, you've got to come in. We can work with you. We can put a trace on his phone. You won't be able to trace his phone any more than you'll be able to trace mine." "Come in," Whit begged. "Harry, please. We'll help you find him." There was a pause. The line went dead. Whit looked at the disconnect screen on his phone and felt an urge to throw it across the room. "Fuck," he snapped. He placed the phone down carefully. Sorry. "This is so irresponsible," Varda shook her head. Her face and neck were flushed. "So reckless." Whit didn't answer. He didn't have the strength to defend Harry now. Regan Banks did indeed know where he lived, and had attacked him there before. He wondered if he should get a hotel room, if he should request an officer be posted to watch over Tox Barnes in hospital. They sank slowly into their seats, the weight of the work before them filling Whit with dread. "Don't lose heart," Varda said. "We will find him. Or he'll find one of us," Whit answered. This is the first book I've read by either James Patterson or Candace Fox. And just before recording this video, I found out that Candace Fox is another Aussie author. And this story is set in Sydney too. When the book starts, Harriet is already on the run. So it's a 4-book series. So I'm anticipating that books 1 and 2 explain why she's on the run. But I'll get to them as soon as I can get hold of the books. Harriet Blue is portrayed as a smart, sassy, no-nonsense cop on the run. She's after a serial killer who is also after her. He is, quite simply, a psychopath. I enjoyed this book immensely and couldn't put it down, and I believe we are all a little bit like Harry, in that we are all a little bit broken. We all rely on friends to help us when we need it. Be aware, there is bad language in this book. There are no sex scenes, no pedophiles, no weird stuff. Just a psychopath. And he is weird in himself. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads, and I'm looking forward to reading the others in the series. As always, if you liked the video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Smash the like button. And if you have any questions or would like to just say hi, please leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching this video.